This is the Pixel Cube, a fully automated on-set offload solution for camera media.
You're watching CineD, supported by B&H and CVP.
Welcome everybody here from IBC 2024. My name is Nino from CineD and I'm here at the awesome Pixel / Ottomatic booth and we're looking at the Pixel Cube. This is Josh and Ben. Hi guys, how are you?
Hi Nino, thanks.
Great, thanks.
So you are, just a bit of history, you guys are DITs. You come from the DIT community and you saw a need for a more straightforward workflow, I guess, right? Can I just hand this over to you? It's easier.
Yes, sure. Thank you. We saw the need for DITs on set where there aren't DITs and never will be because just of budget reasons, I guess. And we want to bring the DIT to these sets remotely through this box.
So what do we have here? A Peli case with a bunch of readers. What is the Pixel Cube?
So there's a Mac Mini inside, a Mac Mini logic board. There are readers, there's a router, there's a power distribution board. So we have 3 power inputs from V-mount to 12 volt and 24 volt XLRs.
So the idea is I will put in a card from the camera directly on set and it will fully automatically start to offload and do even more, right?
Yeah. So it's a remote workstation that is mostly automated, but we don't want to get rid of the DIT. We just move it to the background where he's not costing as much.
Most of it is automated so that the DIT just has to look once per day or if everything is there and on set, even without internet connection, everything is secured.
Let me just try to understand. So basically, I have the card, I take it out of the Alexa, I put it in here. It has an SSD inside, offloads everything. It generates proxies and uploads them to the cloud, but it doesn't need mains power. So this is V-mount powered and you have 5G modems inside. So it's completely self-sufficient in a way. And there's no screen, right? I don't need to use my Mac, like the Mac inside and use the screen.
Yes, we love to do the demo. You just plug in the card and it automatically gets recognized by the slot and starts offloading in the right folder structure. And now it's offloading to the internal SSDs, which are 32 terabytes, and also to a shuttle drive. And after offloading, it starts transcoding and uploading proxies.
And the remote DIT, what does this person do? He monitors if everything is working correctly, and is sending lists to the producer?
Yes, so remote DIT is going to set up the project, set up every camera, and the workflow, of course, like which proxy format do you want, and then monitor everything and send reports at the end of a shooting day.
So the idea is that you don't have to hire, even for smaller projects, you don't have to hire a DIT for a full day. You basically rent this or buy one, and then you have your remote DIT on an hourly basis, or how does it work?
Yes, exactly. So the box is being rented and the DIT is, depending on the workflow, just doing 1 hour or 2 hours per day remotely.
Yeah, that can definitely save some cost. You can plug this also in, right? It has a lot of connectors at the back.
Yes, we have Thunderbolt 4 connectivity and also Ethernet for like fiber connections in the evening on production office or at the hotel. And of course USB and power connectors.
So these here are modules, so I can exchange them. So if I want, I can put in more SSDs and take out other readers, right?
Yes, this is based on the BlackJet system, so we can support every camera and just configure prior to shooting for the cameras we are going to use.
Very cool. So as a full solution right now, are you more targeting rental? This is a typical kind of thing you would, right now, DITs, correct me if I'm wrong, you will know better, but DITs are mostly on bigger sets where there's a budget, commercials, feature films, stuff like that?
Actually, we are targeting local DIT groups that are providing this kind of service to their communities. So we don't want to get rid of them. That's a really important point to us. So often they are too expensive for some of the projects, but their experience would be very valuable to the project. So they can provide those services to the projects who can't have them currently. So it's an upgrade for those projects. So yeah, but obviously a rental could have this and rent it out for you, and then have the local DIT be in charge and have us on the back end help him. So yeah.
Okay, I get it. So basically, a DIT could buy this and offer their services more on an hourly basis to smaller productions that otherwise wouldn't even have a DIT, right?
Yeah. So there are big productions, and it's very important that they keep the DIT because it's a very important role. And if you can afford it, you should definitely get one. So, yeah, it's
You
not.
think-
And sometimes maybe for a second unit production, the first unit DIT can provide services to the second unit. That's often a case, like for us. Yeah.
A lot of productions also have bigger and smaller projects, and they could keep their own DIT on the smaller projects remotely, and just they don't even have to brief him, keep the same workflow running.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, in my experience, when I'm going to shoot very often, I mean, if there is no budget for a real DIT, they send somebody from the office who's technically savvy, hopefully, to do the offloading. But yeah, I mean, basically, this person, if they know what they're doing, they could do this remotely. And if they own one of those, I mean, it's easy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've all seen producers on set with laptops,
Very slow hard drives.
slow hard drives, and a lot of headache. And yeah, and also camera people for documentaries have to wrangle sometimes on their own in the hotel at night.
Yeah, I mean, I see this even on smaller TV series where they try to force second camera assistants to do data wrangling jobs, and they just don't have the time. It's not their job. I mean, basically, if it's all working in a best case scenario, they can do it for a day or so. But as soon as there is a little problem, a question from the post-production, etc., they can't. So, and they shouldn't. So we give them this. So a second camera assistant could use this to motivate the production to get an upgrade. So they can tell, I can bring this. I'm happy to feed it a card, give it power, be nice to it. But that's it. That's my responsibility so far. I can go so far. And then someone on the back end takes over the responsibility for the data and for the workflow. And I think that's a win-win for everyone. So, yeah.
So you guys are now renting it out, but also selling it. Is there any, like, what if I want to rent one of those for a day? How much is it, and how does it work?
Yeah, we already gathered some experience renting the system to our clients in Germany, and we are renting it for 150 euros per day, and then DIT gets paid by the hour. And we are now looking for partners all around the world, DITs who can also rent the system.
Very cool. But you're planning to sell it? I guess is there pricing already?
We've got no final pricing yet, but yes, we are planning to sell it to DITs, to rentals, to post-productions.
Awesome. Anything we forgot? Anything you want to add?
Something we can talk about is what happens when the card has been copied. We didn't talk about this at all. So
yeah, when you put the card back to the camera, then we've got an error message on the camera saying that this card has to be formatted, and it's our fail-safe because we pre-format the card here so that the camera knows that all data is saved.
Okay. So the camera assistant is never in the awkward position to be like, was this ever saved? Because that's the one question I wanted to ask. Because if you don't have a screen and you just have some lights flashing, is it really done? Do I have everything? Because usually, like you compare the file names and like, is everything there? And you check 3 times, and at some point check some, like the total file size, and then you delete.
yeah, so it is using Parachute actually, which is a standard workflow all over the world, which does a double check and then fake formats the card in a way that the camera complains about. So the users on the camera know, okay, if the camera doesn't complain and there are clips on there, I'm not allowed to erase clips. So That's a workflow many of the crews, most of the crews, I would say, already know and use all the time. So without this, actually, this workflow wouldn't be possible. So it would be too dangerous.
So this is your dailies platform. It's also developed by you guys?
Yes.
So how does it work? So this is where everything ends up, the proxies, right?
Yes, and it's automatically sorted as shooting days and as shooting scenes, so we can easily find all the media, and we can also find Nino here, the test clip we just shot.
Awesome. And you said it's synchronized to Silverstack, or?
Yes, it's tightly integrated to Cinestack, so we have the whole metadata synchronized directly from Cinestack. So every change you do in Cinestack, let's say it's imported from one of our partners, Lockit, scene shot takes, comments from script continuity, etc., all ends up directly here.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. I think it's a really awesome solution. I can see a lot of productions using this that haven't actually ever had a DIT before, and that will definitely increase security of data on set and afterwards. So thanks, guys. Good luck. And yeah, keep us posted about how it's going, and happy to report about it. And thanks everybody for watching. Stay tuned to CineD for a lot more from IBC 2024, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks.